Good morning, Hockomock Y members. This is Brian, one of the trainers at the Foxborough YMCA, and I wanted to go through a workout with you today. First off, hope everybody is keeping their sanity, staying healthy, staying safe, and hopefully we'll see everybody back in the clubs soon. So today what I wanted to do was with a mat, a couch, a bed, and a couple gallons of water. You can use smaller bottles of water as weights. I wanted to put everybody through a full body resistance training workout. Awesome to get out and do some runs and walks and things like that, bike rides. This will keep up the strength training a little bit. So as with any workout, very important to warm up. So we're going to start with a warm up first. Feel free to extend the warm up a little bit more than what we're going to do here. Also, as far as at home, not going to have any music here, but feel free to pick out whatever the best music is that you like, that keeps you motivated and push through a workout. Okay, so we're going to start with a jogging place. So we'll start jogging. Warm up should be a minimum of 5 minutes, preferably 10 or more. And you can do what we're doing here. You can go through it a couple times if you want to pause. You can do some warm up before you start the video. But very important to get the muscles warmed up, the blood flowing through the body. Makes it much less likely that you'll have any kind of injury. Okay, so after we jog, we're going to do some jumping jacks. Keep going. Excellent. Try to get those arms way up overhead. Feet out nice and wide. If you can't do a full jumping jack, step out to each side. That's a modification for any of you that can't deal with the impact, back issues, knee issues. It's a good way to modify. Then from there, we're going to do a butt kick. Bring the heels up as high as you can. Really gets a stretch in the quads and works the hamstrings. From there, just back to a jog in place. Feel free to walk around. Back to a jog. Stay light on your feet. Then we can go to a high knee. Modification. Keep the hands up. I like keeping my hands up. What that does, gives me a marker. Forces me to bring my knees up higher. And same modification for a butt kick, which I didn't do. You don't have to run and jump in place. You can alternate. Just make sure you're bringing your heels up high. Back to the high knee. Good. Some upper body. Arms out to the side. Do some shoulder circles. So get the blood flowing through the upper body and the arms. Pick whichever direction you want to go. Do 30 seconds or so. And then when I say, we're going to switch directions. And switch. Good. Keep moving, keep moving. Sorry for the silence. Hopefully you guys are listening to better music and don't want me talking nonstop anyways. Okay, from here, widen the feet. Get into a little bit of a squat. Just a little bend in the knees. And we're going to reach to one side, reach to the other. Get some mobility in that trunk, some rotation. You can pivot with the feet if you'd like. If you really want to reach, it's not necessary. You can just reach and twist through the torso, or a combination of both. Okay, and excellent. So now we're going to start with the strength training. Get you warmed up. So grab your weights, whatever you have. Gallons of water, gallons of milk, smaller bottles of water. If you have weights at home, great. Grab a few variations. Some of these exercises you'll be able to do with a lot heavier weight than others. So the first one and the first body part we're going to tackle is the legs. So we're going to start with a squat. Basic exercise. Going to hold the weights. I like holding them up here, squatting, and I'm sitting back into an imaginary seat and back up. I'm going to do about 30 reps of each of these exercises. I'll do my best to count. I'll probably be off for those of you who I've worked with. Probably be off in my counting in almost all of them. Good, you guys keep moving. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see side view. Sitting back, that keeps my knees protected. If you prefer, your arms get tired, you can let the weight hang. Good, keep moving. I'm going to do about 5 more. Good. Next exercise. We're going to do a deadlift with a bicep curl. So the key with a deadlift is your posture. Standing nice and tall. Knees with a slight bend. You're going to bend over at the hips. Keeping that back nice and flat. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Come back up, squeeze the glutes. Bicep curl. Down, up with a squeeze, bicep curl. Good. Keep moving. Really feel that stretch with every repetition. Your bicep curls, you can do multiple ways. You can see when I'm coming up, I'm giving a twist. That gets a little bit more of the bicep. If you just come up straight, it's going to get a little bit more in the forearm. Good. Keep going, guys. Let's do about 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Excellent. So next we're going to right into a lunge. I'm going to give you a few different variations. You're looking to do about 30 lunges. You can do 15 with each leg. You can do 20 with each leg, somewhere as long as you're getting about 15 or more total. So the first variation, big step forward, bottom, back foot. Get that back knee down towards the ground, drive back up to neutral. Big step, alternating legs, back knee down towards the ground, back up to neutral. I'm going to do a few like these and I'll give you another variation. You guys keep moving. Good. The next one I'm going to do is a backward lunge. So for a backward lunge, it's the same thing, except instead of stepping forward, you're going to take a big step back. Back knee again is down towards the ground. Good. Keeping that chest nice and tall. That'll help maintain proper balance and posture and keep the front knee protected. That's why the focus is on the back knee bending. Good. I'm going to give you another variation. You guys keep moving. Next one is just a stationary lunge. You pick one leg, bring it forward, drop down, and up. Getting all one leg at a time. Again, you're still focusing on that back knee bending. And we switch. Back knee down. Good. Excellent. All right, so what we're actually going to also do, we're going to make this workout have a couple little short intervals in it. So first interval is going to be mountain climbers. So we did our legs. We're going to get down on our mat or on the floor, hold a push-up position. Now we're going to do a mountain climber. So mountain climbers, this motion, bringing your knees up as high as you can, trying to get them up between your arms. Keep your body nice and flat. Modification, just stepping. I want you guys to do 50 to 100 of these. Good job, keep it going. You guys keep moving. Do any modification you can. Another 20 or 30 seconds. And good. So next we're going to work with the upper body. So you guys can lie down onto your mat, grab your weights. We're going to do a chest press. So with the weights, arms up by your side, up and together. If you have an actual weight bench, this would be great to use the weight bench. would allow you a little greater range of motion. If you want a little additional challenge, raise the legs up, have the hips about 90 degrees, and the knees about 90 degrees. Keep the back flat against the mat. Notice I'm keeping the weights in line with my chest. Don't want to do them up by your shoulders. A lot of people like coming up here, too high up. Keep it down here. Good job, keep moving. Let's say about 10 more because I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to stick with the chest. We're going to do a chest fly. I'm going to turn. Weights are going to be up. Going to come down wide. Not going to be able to do as much weight with this as you do with the chest press. So keep that in mind if you have a variety of weights. Another variation you can do with this is you can alternate arms. So from up here, you can come down with one. And one of the cool things about doing weights that have water in them is the water will actually shift around inside the container a little bit, and it changes the feel of the weight. That makes all the little intrinsic muscles work a little bit harder. Again, keeping the weights in line with my chest, not up by my shoulders. Back to together. Do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. All right, next exercise we're going to do is a shoulder press. So a shoulder press you can do kneeling in a high knee. You can do standing, whatever way you like. So hold the weights up overhead. Make sure you keep your belly button pulled tight to protect your back. Keep moving. If you're going to do them standing, little bend in the knees. Belly button pulled tight. Good. Keep them going. You can also do one knee. You do one knee, make sure you switch. Good. All right. Everybody should be feeling their muscles getting a little bit tired. Next exercise we're going to do a bent over row. So for bent over row, everything is about the posture, staying in that tall posture. Bend just like you would do in the deadlift. Back stays flat. And you're going to row. Good. Keep going. 10 more. 1, 2, 3. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, stand back up. This one we're going to do a few less reps of. If you have a lower weight, you can use that. This is going to be a front shoulder raise with a side shoulder raise. So you're going to come up to the front, then out to the side. Front, side. My knees have still a slight bend. My belly button's pulled in tight. So you'll notice I'm not rocking back and forth. My body's pretty stable. If you notice that you're rocking back and forth, re-engage your abs and make sure your knees are slightly bent. Good, keep them moving. If you need a break, if it's getting too tough, you can do one side and then the other. Should only be coming up to eye height. And your thumbs, if you're holding dumbbells, thumbs should be higher than your pinkies. So you should have a little bit of almost a diagonal or vertical grip. I'm backwards on that one. And you can go side first or front first, doesn't matter. Okay, a couple more. Good. Okay. If you need a quick drink, grab a quick drink. Hydration's important. Nutrition's important. Before you're working out, you should make sure to eat something at least an hour before so you have a chance to digest. Okay, next exercise. We're going to do a tricep kickback. So we're back into that bent over row position. Same position as the deadlift and the bent over row. You're going to start with a row, but you're going to keep the elbows up. Then you're going to extend the arms back. You can hear the water shaking around. Make sure you're not swinging. Get a little twist at the back, at the very high point. Really contracts the triceps well that way. Good. Keep moving. Five more. And good. Excellent. So next one we're going to go back to a back exercise. We're going to lie back down on the mat. You can use one weight or both weights. One of my favorite exercises. It's a pullover. So belly button stays pulled tight so your back stays flat. Weights up overhead towards the ceiling with straight arms. Bring the weights down, up over your head, and back up to vertical. Good. Feel a good stretch through under the arms and into the rib cage. Keep the belly button tight. You should feel your core engaged the whole time. Good. Keep it moving. See if you can get that weight back over your head a little farther as you get into your set and the muscles get loosened up a little bit more. Excellent. Keep them moving. So for me, if you can't see, I've actually got the two weights, the gallons of water, touching in the middle. You don't have to do that. You can keep them separated, but don't separate them too much. No more than an inch or two. Six more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, good stretch, and 6. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit of core. So you can actually put the weights aside a little bit for right now. I'm going to get back down on the mat. And for those that have worked with me or taken any of my weight change classes or other classes I've done, know this is one of my favorites called the hundreds. So for hundreds, what you want to do, you want to raise your legs 6 inches off the ground and your upper body 6 inches off the ground. So you have just a very subtle V. Then you're going to swing your arms back and forth from the shoulders. Arms are staying straight, strong and fast, counting to 100. Keep it moving. Good. I'll give everybody a few extra seconds to finish up, and we'll go into our next core exercise. Hopefully everybody's feeling good, invigorated, getting the blood flowing. Exercise definitely releases the endorphins, makes you feel better. So definitely keep that up during these times when we're stuck at home and not really able to integrate into society and visit with our friends and co-gym members. Okay, so the next one we're going to try doing is a SpiderMan plank push-up. So the way this works is you're in plank position. Nice plank, straight body. Belly button should be tight. Should not have a droop to your back, and you should not have a V at all to your posture. You're going to come down into a push-up and bring one knee up to the elbow and back up. Opposite. We'll try to do 20 of these. Good, keep going. Modification on this, for those that need it. You can do on your knees. Come down into your push-up, back to the knee. Good, 4 more. Good. And last exercise of the day, windshield wiper. So you're going to sit like you're doing a crunch. Lying back, knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Then what you're going to do, slight elevation, the upper body, going to reach for that toe, for that heel. If you can get your toe, even better. Back and forth, sliding back and forth. Three more each side. And excellent. So great job, guys. Hope everybody had an awesome workout. Keep referring back to it. Modify it as you'd like. Go through it multiple times. Go through half of it. Pick body parts, whatever you'd like. Looking forward to seeing everybody back at the Y soon. Take care.